Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. The political temperatures in Kenya are getting hotter by the day. 2027 is too far yet too close. If you look at the way our politicians are behaving, it is as if we are headed for an election tomorrow. The government goes to churches every Sunday, and in those church podiums, they have converted them into campaign rallies. And they talk about the opposition, defend and justify why they are doing what they are doing. The opposition side is not sitting pretty either. You've seen how Raila Odinga has begun an ODM recruitment drive, moving from one county to the other, rallying support for the ODM party. The other day he was in Busia. And if you've checked of late, Western has become a theater of political activities. And this is because partly, William Ruto is believed to be doubting the support that he got from Mount Kenya. He's not very sure. And he's trying to compensate it with the votes from Western. That is why he is quoting Mudavadi. He gave him the Chief Minister's position according to their agreement and added him another one, the Foreign Affairs Ministry. He recently appointed Mr. Igonga as the DPP. He's been doing a lot of things and is quoting Western. That's why he decided that he calls on Atwoli to help him campaign. And so Western is, and in fact moving forward, you will see more of these political activities. Raila Odinga has always endeared himself to the Western voters and electorates, and they have always assured him of their support. In fact, even in 2013, when Raila contested as a president, Mudavadi also was misused and he contested, where Jeremiah Kioni was the running mate and did not even vote for him in the station where Kioni is coming from. But Raila still defeated Musalia Mudavadi. Even in the last election, Raila got a chunk of votes from Kakamega County. So there are forces that are fighting for the larger Luhya votes, the Mulembe Nation. In the Bungoma side, Moses Wetangula wants to, entrench himself as the disputed kingpin there. Mudavadi wants to try and become the kingpin in Kakamega and its surroundings. And Raila Odinga as always still wants to flex his muscles to ensure that he guards all the votes that he has always been assured of in the Western region. So there have been a lot of political activities. Notably, the current senator of Kakamega, Boni Halwale, met weekly for Paranya, seeking for his hand in the 2027 gubernatorial race, notwithstanding the fact that ODM has their own Fernandez Baraza, who is the current governor of Kakamega. And it's really eliciting a lot of discussion why Oparanya met and almost assured Boni Halwale of their support. There are rumors that Halwale might cross over to the ODM. Apart from that, while Raila was rallying support for the ODM party in Busia, members or citizens there, the youths who are there, heckled the current governor Paul Otuoma in front of Raila Odinga and all the other leaders, and he was really humiliated.
Sasa mimi nataka wenzangu wasalimu nyinyi. Mimi nitakuja kusema bye bye. Haya. Tulia kidogo. Haya. Hamtaki niseme kitu? Hamtaki? Haya. Wacha basi Oparanya. ODM! Haya, wacha tuite baba. Hello. Hello? Hello? Naona muko na hasira na gavana. Nitaongea na yeye. Sawa sawa? Alafu nitarudisha nyinyi habari. Sawa sawa? Haya. Watu wa Busia, hamjambo? Hamjambo tena? Mlembe.
A day after that event where Otuama was humiliated, he rushed to meet the Chief Minister Musalia Mudavadi. And in his Twitter handle, this is what Musalia Mudavadi said. I welcomed Busia Governor Paul Otuoma for a courtesy visit at the railway's offices for a thoughtful discussion. We delved into vital strategies for uplifting the Western Kenya community and all Kenyans. I emphasized the importance of collaborative leadership in addressing the present challenges and highlighted the significance of unity for Kenyans' progress. So that is what they shared, and they're shaking hands there. Deliberately, in politics, nothing happens for no reason. And it is no coincidence that Musalia Mudavadi is welcoming Paul Otuama just a day after Otuama has been heckled. And that is the reason why I'm saying that this meeting raises a lot of eyebrows. When Paul Otuama was denied a chance to speak by the very people who elected him, the electorates were sending a message to Raila Odinga. Because what is happening now is that political realignments are taking shape. That is why people like Boni Halwale are trying to meet the ODM, because they know very well that there's an eruption in Western. And the ODM euphoria is taking shape. This is partly because William Ruto has failed in his manifesto. The economic manifesto is not working at all. Watu wako na njaa. And so you mention William Ruto there, people will even lynch you. The other time Boni Halwale tried it, defending the high taxes on fuel and all that, people almost lynched him. And Paul Otuama understands very well that there is a U-turn. So when people make noise and denies you a chance to speak, then they are telling Raila Odinga that this is not the right man for us in 2027. So Otuama is a politician, and he knows very well the tactics that you use. So when they met with Musalia Mudavadi, they could be reviewing what happened in Busia. Maybe Otuama thinks that it was choreographed, that some youths were ferried, because these are things that are very normal. Account is very big, and Busia is controlled mainly, it is a cosmopolitan county, but it is controlled mainly by the Tesos and the Luyas. That is why the former governor of Busia was coming from the Teso side. So after doing a 2-term limit, there was a kind of an arrangement that they now pass the baton to the Luyas, and of course Otuama is also very popular. So there must have been a review. Mudavadi may be asking, why were you heckled? Was it a natural one, or did someone plan for it? So that review. And Otuama understands that if he's not popular, then Raila cannot force him to the people of Busia. And that means that moving forward, the ODM fraternity will start looking for an alternative, someone who can be accepted by the people, because they don't want someone who is being heckled, like it was happening to the UDA in Nakuru, where Susan Kihika was heckled in front of Ruto. When electorates confront you like that, it means you are not popular. So Otuama, in my very observation, could be quoting Musalia Mudavadi's ANC. so that in the event that he does not get the ticket, then he can fall for the ANC, because looking at the way things are moving, the heavyweights are three: ODM, ANC and the UDA. But the UDA is not wanted in that area. One, because UDA is largely a Kalenjin party and maybe Mount Kenya, and ANC feels that they have a right in their own, in Western. Of course, that happens to Ford Kenya. Remember, William Ruto through Malala has been telling them that they fold their parties, but this is something that they don't want. So Otuama is looking at, if it is not ODM, which is the closest party that I can take, then it can be ANC, Amani National Congress. Number two, people are moving closer to negotiations and to bargain. And they understand that for you to bargain properly, there must be loyal unity. You've seen people talking about loyal unity, which has been very, very elusive. Someone who has been trying this is Francis Atwoli, the Kotu Secretary General. Atwoli is oiled well, he's got a lot of money, and so he's able to organize for rallies, he's able to pay politicians who come there. He's been trying to ensure that there is loyal unity. For very many years, he has rallied the loyal unity towards Raila Amolo Odinga, but now he has made a U-turn. So loyal unity is going to be very elusive, because Raila, Oparanya, Hamisi, Ososi, those are people who are in ODM. Atwoli and Mudavadi, I don't know whether they will be, because they say they are rallying it around William Ruto, yet William Ruto is in UDA, and these are the people who have got their own parties like the ANC. So the loyal unity is one thing that they talked about, so that they can increase their bargaining power. And this could have been the reason why they met. I'm also thinking that the governor, Paul Otuoma, knows very well that sometimes in politics you scare. And they could be asking Mudavadi to invite William Ruto to come for some development tour in Busia. And when you do this and you start saying we are ready to work with William Ruto, and then the ODM will consider, do we look at him with a fine-tooth comb? Do we give him something? Do we welcome him back or something? I'm not saying that there is bad blood, but when you realize that maybe you're not sure about a ticket, then you bring the opponent and jealousy can play in. So these are things that could have led to the meeting. Maybe Mudavadi just invited him so that they talk about the Mulembe nation and how they can move forward. But for them to meet a day after that heckling, there's a lot of politics in it. There's a lot of vector is pointing towards 2027. And I think Mudavadi is also looking at foot soldiers, and he wants some of these governors to be around him, also to show that he is controlling the Mulembe nation. We are waiting to see between Raila, William Ruto and Mudavadi who is going to carry the day. But from what is happening, from the history of that place and what is happening now, Western is ODM. From the way youths welcome ODM there, because even in the recruitment drive registration, they were saying there that Busia is leading. You can imagine Busia is leading, Kisumu is leading, of course Homa Bay is number 2, but you'd wonder where Raila is coming from. Even Siaya is not number 1. So this tells you that Raila still has a bigger chunk. I don't know what you think. Why do you think the governor, Paul Otuoma, met Musalia Mudavadi only a day after the heckling? Kindly share with me in the comment section.